Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. My name is Kayla and I make new videos every week on beauty and fashion. I am really excited to be doing this video because that means that the Sephora VIB sale is right around the corner. As exciting as this might be for you guys, it is just as exciting for me because I get to stock up on things that I have been eyeing. I am so excited to pick up a few new items, but before I do that, I wanted to sit down and film a recommendations video. I know there is so much hype surrounding the Sephora sale, but I always want to be clear that you guys do not have to feel obligated to shop the sale. If you are financially able to do so, then that's awesome. If not, it is so not a big deal. It is just materialistic things, you know? It's nothing super important. It's just, you know, kind of fun to talk about. And if you are able to pick up a few things here and there, then more power to you, you know? So anyways, I will be talking about things that I recommend to you guys today, but I wanted to make this a little bit interesting. So I'm also going to be talking about things that I personally don't recommend and a few things that are on my wish list. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Also, be sure to follow me over on Instagram where you can keep up with me, you know, day to day. So anyways, let's dive in. All right, so I want to start off with my holy grail products. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these at all because I talk about them 24/7. Everything will be linked in the description box. I'm going to have timestamps down below for my holy grail items, my kind of more like unique, newer recommendations, my things that I don't recommend, and my personal wish list items. So if you want to skip ahead to any of that, then feel free to do so using the timestamps in the description box. All right, my number one question is my holy grail foundation. I get this question on Instagram so often and I always reply the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation is probably what I'm wearing. I also like the Huda Beauty original, like the faux filter full coverage foundation. I know they've kind of reformulated and I haven't been able to find my exact shade in that one yet, but I have been going back to my Urban Decay All Nighter. This stuff is just the most full coverage, non like oily or oxidizing foundation that I have personally found. And my winter shade, I am a 2.0. That is what I'm wearing right now. I also love the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte Setting Spray. If you guys like a matte finish like I do, this is the spray for you. I will say just be sure to shake it up, spritz it all over your face. It doesn't leave white dots or anything like that as long as you shake it up. It's not like going to leave patches on your face if you are super dry. I do have drier skin now that I'm getting older and I find that this still works on dry skin but just gives you a seamless finish. My brow products that I use every single day and that I will be repurchasing during the sale is the Precisely My Brow. I am in the shade number 4. This is just the thinnest brow pencil that I have found. I love the hair-like strokes that it gives me and I also love the shade of this. It is a really deep dark brown without looking gray or too muddy. So this one was absolutely perfect and I also absolutely love the Benefit Brow Setter Brow Gel. I find that it has a nice genuine clear color. It doesn't leave any tint to my brows. It leaves the color of the brow pencil that I'm using in place perfectly, but just kind of sets my brows and makes them, you know, stay in place all day long. My favorite concealer from Sephora is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. You guys know I've raved about this ever since it came out. I used to love the Tarte Shape Tape. I still do love that concealer, but I find that the Hourglass is just a little bit less drying. They did just come out with a Tarte Ultra Creamy, so I have been trying that out and I do really like that. That's what I'm wearing today. But of course you can't get that at Sephora. So if you're looking for a good concealer that is full coverage but not drying or patchy, this Hourglass Vanish Concealer is going to be your best friend. The powder that I just can't get away from is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. This one is actually in Translucent Honey. It is the medium shade that they have. They also have a darker shade as well. I find that it is the best for smoothing everything out and giving you that full coverage matte finish. I mean, it does give you a very matte finish. So if you're looking for any sort of glow or dew or anything like that, this might not be for you, but if you like that full coverage matte finish, this is great. I always recommend this for weddings and everything like that because this baby stays in place and you get a lot for what you pay for, in my opinion. These last me a pretty long time compared to other loose powders, so highly recommend this. If you've never tried it, just give it a try. Alrighty, and the last holy grail makeup item is the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. eyeliner. This is just their gel crayon eyeliner in the black shade. I do still wear eyeliner on my waterline basically every day, and this one is the only one that I have found that does not smudge at all. It doesn't really go into the corners of my eyes at all. It is just the best one that I have found on the market. Highly recommend if you are looking for a just nice, really good waterproof black eyeliner. And then my last holy grail is a hair product. I just have to recommend my T3 Trio Curling Wand system. I have talked about this in every single like recommendations video since I got it. It is basically a 3-in-1, so you can detach the barrels. I have several barrels for this. This one right here is probably my most used. As you can see, it is kind of stained and scratched and it's been through a lot, but it still works perfectly fine. Just attach it. It's super simple. It has multiple heat settings. This baby just keeps my curls in place all day long, into the next day, into the next day. Like, I can't say enough good things. You get 3 barrels if you buy the trio, but I've also purchased other barrels along the way, such as this big clamp barrel, and that is what I use to get these like loose waves today. Something like this is more expensive, but this is a great time. If you are a Rouge member, you can get 20% off or 15% off VIB, 10% off, and as an insider, any percentage off of something this pricey is always a really good deal. All right, moving on to my other recommendations that are not necessarily holy grail, like that I've repurchased multiple times, but these are just items that I have purchased that I really, really like. So first, let me recommend the couple of skincare products that I wanted to talk about. First up, we have the Peter Thomas Roth Potency Power Brightening Hydrogel Eye Masks, and I love these. I've talked about these a couple times on my channel as well. This is such a good product because it comes with 30 pairs of eye masks, and to me, that's a great deal because some retailers sell individual eye masks for like $5 each, which just adds up and adds up and adds up. So to get 30 in here is great. I keep them in my skincare fridge and they are just nice and cool. I put them on in the morning and they really do help significantly with just depuffing my eyes, making me feel more awake in the morning, making me look more awake, which is always super important. If you have not tried these and you are into skincare, I highly recommend this. This has been one of my most used skincare products in the past couple months, hands down. Also wanted to talk about a couple of products from Pharmacy Beauty. I love Pharmacy Beauty. I always have. I haven't purchased a ton from them, but I just love the products that I have tried. They just feel so luxurious and they work really well. They're clean beauty, made from really good ingredients. So the number one product I wanted to talk about is the Honey Halo Moisturizer. I love this moisturizer. So I have it in like the little mini version that I bought back at Christmas time that I have been using. And then they also sent over recently in a PR package the bigger size, which I'm so excited about because like I said, I've been absolutely adoring this lately. As I get older, my skin is completely changing. I used to have like oily to combination skin and now it's like way more on the dry side. I've been looking to switch up my moisturizer, which is so weird because usually I would have my Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Moisturizer as one of my holy grails, and it still is an amazing moisturizer. I love that moisturizer, but I'm finding that I'm looking for something just a little bit thicker these days, a little bit more of like a deep hydration every single night, and this has been perfect for that exact reason. This is a thicker moisturizer and it just really gets the job done. I find I love the way my skin feels after this. I don't know why, it just feels so alive and plump and just nice. I'll usually put this on at night, but sometimes my skin is even really dry in the mornings. Today I put it under my makeup, so it really works well either way. I love the packaging of the bigger version. It actually has a magnetic top and it comes with the spatula, so it just like sits right on there. So I thought that was so cute. And then another one of my favorite products from them is the Honeymoon Glow Resurfacing Night Serum. This is probably a product that you guys have heard about. I would say this could arguably be their most well-known, like popular product. Everyone raves about the Honeymoon Glow and for a good reason. It is again just a really nice hydrating product. It is of course a resurfacing night serum, so it is going to help gently exfoliate your skin, get rid of any texture and kind of give you that glowy finish. But because of like that honey blend that it has to it, it's also going to be hydrating, which like I said, for me is super important. If I have an exfoliating like resurfacing product, it has to also have a hydrating component, because if it doesn't, it'll just completely dry out my skin and make it really irritated. So this is a perfect product for me. Like like it literally was like made for my skin type. Once again, the packaging is just so luxurious. Next up, a couple of primers. The first primer that I wanted to mention is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I picked this up not too long ago actually, but as you can see, I'm about halfway finished with it. It has been one of my favorite primers for when I'm doing full glam filming or gonna be like out all night or something like that. I always use this primer because it is a grip adhesive, so it really just like grips your foundation and makes it stay on your face so long. Like, this is great for longevity. It's not uncomfortable on your skin either, and it's really not hard to work with. It's not like you have to rush or anything to get on your face before it dries out, but once it's there, and it is going to grip your foundation or anything else that you put over top of it, which is just such a unique product. I love this for the uniqueness, like I said, and the longevity of it. Another primer that I wanted to talk about, but it's also a sunscreen, is by Supergoop, and that is the Unseen Sunscreen. So this product has SPF 40, which is amazing. I'm sure you guys have all heard the spiel from someone in your life or someone on the internet. We should all be wearing sunscreen every single day. You can get sun damage even through windows, through your car, or even sometimes through blue light. You can have like skin damage from the blue light in your devices that you're looking at all day. So having an SPF is extremely important if you want good skin. But for me, I didn't always love the texture of traditional sunscreens or even sunscreens that are mixed into moisturizers. Sometimes they just smell like sunscreen. They have like a thick, like weird, like oily, greasy consistency that I didn't love. But Supergoop changed the game of sunscreen. It is not your traditional sunscreen. It is just such a beautiful, like smoothing product. It is not greasy at all, but it is going to smooth out your skin and protect it from sun damage all at once. In the summertime, I wear it every single day, and it does not make your makeup look any different. It's not going to make you oily or smell like sunscreen. It's not going to be too thick. Highly recommend this. They also have like a matte sunscreen, a glowy sunscreen. Just check out their brand in general, because if you are looking for any sunscreen products, they have it, and they do it so well. Next up, a foundation I wanted to recommend that is kind of newer. I picked this up a few weeks ago, and I have been using it every single day as just like an everyday, easy, like medium coverage foundation routine. And this is the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. But like I said, I've been looking for any products that are just going to hydrate my skin and not make it look even drier than it already has been. I was immediately drawn to this product, and I have been loving it so much. I got the shade 30 Light. It is so buildable. You can do a nice thin layer for just like a natural finish foundation, but if you want to take it up a notch, you can definitely add a little bit more to get a medium to full coverage foundation. It says it has kombucha filtrate and marula oil to be super hydrating, and I do find that it is really hydrating. I don't feel like it smothers my skin, which is super important to me. It also says it is up to 24-hour wear, and I would say I agree with that. I mean, I don't know about 24 hours. I haven't necessarily tested it for 24 hours, but I've definitely gone days wearing this for 12+ hours, and I definitely think that this has really good staying power, which is really impressive for a medium coverage foundation. So yeah, I have been loving this, and I think that a lot of people would love this as well because it is just very versatile in my opinion. Oh, I guess I kind of missed a skincare product. This is the It Cosmetics Miracle Water. So basically this is like a micellar water, but it is an anti-aging formula. It says it has like a 3-in-1 tonic. So it has skin brightening radiance booster, anti-aging treatment, and a skin softening micellar cleanser. So I was a little skeptical about this, especially because micellar water isn't like my #1 thing to take off makeup. I kind of use it as like a secondary thing. Like I'll use a makeup wipe or do like a cleansing balm, and then I'll go back in with a micellar water if I need to. When I saw this one, I was like, I would actually like to incorporate something like that into my skincare routine because it does get the extra makeup off. Like I'm a double cleanser, but I want it to be like an easy double cleanse process. I don't want to do 2 cleansing balms because that's just like, it's a lot. But if I can do a cleansing balm and then go in with a reusable cotton round and get any excess makeup that I missed off with something like this, that is perfect and super easy. And when I saw this one and that it had like some extra benefits in there as well, such as the anti-aging, the radiance booster, I was like, wow, that kind of sounds interesting. It's like I'm using it to double cleanse, but it also has some added benefits other than just cleansing cleansing your skin. Hopefully I'm making sense to you guys in my thought process, but basically I just thought this sounded like such a unique product other than like the basic micellar waters that you get at the drugstore. I was using the Garnier Fructis one, and even the oil-free one just felt really oily to me. Obviously it doesn't have oil in it, but something about the formula just felt super greasy to me, and this one does not feel greasy at all. It literally feels like water. I would definitely agree with the skin softening effect for sure, because I love the way my skin feels after I use this. Also, this is another one that I just love the packaging. It's like kind of iridescent. I just think it's super pretty. As far as eyeshadow palettes, I know eyeshadow palettes are probably a big hit during the sale. I would recommend picking up any of the Natasha Denona palettes. This is a really great time to pick them up. I know everyone says that, but it's true. These are phenomenal formulas, phenomenal palettes, and they are pretty pricey. So if you can get them on sale, of course, it is always good. I have a few of them. I have the Metropolis, I have a few of the miniature ones, and then these two would probably be my favorite. So this one here is the gold palette. You guys know how I feel about gold. I like that this one just has a bunch of different textures. The glitters, like some of them are kind of smooth, some of them are kind of chunky. I think that this just has a really good variety of color in it for being a somewhat neutral palette. My favorite Natasha Denona palette that I own is definitely the bronze palette. This one is so gorgeous to me, and I love the packaging. It has a nice big mirror down here, and the colors to me are just the most versatile and user-friendly. Once again, you have a really good mix of mattes and shimmers in here. You have a good mix of darker shades and lighter shades. So if you are a first-time Natasha Denona purchaser, I would definitely recommend this palette if you are into warm tone, kind of like smoky eyes. Aside from Natasha Denona, if you're looking for some more affordable palettes, I would recommend Tarte. I have been loving the formula of their eyeshadows lately. I have a few of their like smaller palettes. These are the Little Toasted and the Little Bloom. I don't think that they sell these on the Sephora site anymore. I think they sold out of the like 3-pack of these, but you can get the full-size Toasted palette for such a good deal with 20% off. It's amazing, and it comes with more shades than this. Just like a really good like warm tone neutral palette in the Toasted. I'll link a couple different ones down below that I would personally recommend, but overall Tarte's formula is just really killing it lately. I love their eyeshadows. Speaking of Tarte, another random product that I would recommend that I just tried. I've only tried this a few times, but I wanted to recommend it because I think it's a cool product. So they came out with these quick sticks, and they are supposed to be a waterproof 2-in-1 eyeshadow and eyeliner combination. So I got mine in the shade Mauve Luster / Black. So it has a Mauve Luster waterproof shadow stick, and then it has the black eyeliner, and I love this for an everyday eye look. I just take the eyeshadow stick and I kind of put it all over my lid, and then just take a kind of blending brush and blend it out a little bit to give you like an all over color. And then I put the black liner in my waterline, and I have actually been super impressed with the black liner because you guys heard me earlier talking about the Marc Jacobs as my holy grail. So I'm always skeptical when trying any other brand, but this has actually worked really nicely in my waterline. So here is the product and the swatches that I just did. Really, really beautiful, and they have a bunch of different shades. So if you're not into black liner, they have several options that have a brown liner, or even like some funkier ones too. Sometimes I don't want to do my makeup in the summertime, but I still just want a little bit of something on my eyes. So to throw this on would be perfect. So I have one bronzer recommendation, and that is the Ilia bronzer. Someone recommended this to me the last Sephora VIB sale, and I have been obsessed with it ever since. Like literally I use it every single day, and I got mine in the shade Novelty. As you can see, it is well loved, and this is just the darker of the two shades. I think it comes in only 2 shades. I actually have this on today. I contoured with it. It is really good for my skin tone. It is just like that perfect shade. It's not too muddy, but it's also not too light. I want something that I can contour with, just like a super light contour, just like dip the sides in and just like do it super quick. I can take this down my neck and everything to blend. This is perfect for that as well. Just have nothing bad to say about it. It is an amazing bronzer. You've got to try it. I'm obsessed. One blush recommendation, and that is the Patrick Ta blushes. I've only tried one, and this is in the shade She's Seductive, but I love it. I just think the formula is amazing. It's super like creamy. It's not patchy or dry. It is the perfect amount of pigment. It's not one of those blushes where you can barely dip in, or else you'll have like this like Barbie blush on. And it is such a good neutral blush. Like I honestly don't have anything like this in my collection. I just love this for days when I'm just kind of doing like an all nude look, or if I'm doing something really dramatic on my eyes and I want something that's a little calmer on my face. This is perfect. I'm definitely considering picking up a couple more Patrick Ta products during the sale because I have been impressed with what I have tried. I could sit here recommending lip products for days and days and days, but I only have one recommendation to include for this video that you guys have to try out, and this is the NARS Soft Matte Tinted Lip Balm, because I have tried so many tinted lip balms that have just not worked out for me. I just find that tinted lip balms are usually like a really weird, like nasty formula, or they are just like too tinted and you're like, okay, that's literally just a lip balm, it's not really tinted at all, or they're like red or something like that. And I'm like, if I'm wanting a tinted lip balm, like where are the nude ones? Like I don't know. And this is perfect, like literally perfect. It is exactly what I wanted to just like have in my purse and throw on when, you know, you're like, oh crap, like I don't have any makeup on, but my lips look dead, like I just need something. This is your go-to girl from here on out. Mine is in the shade Brief Encounter. I've been wanting to pick up another shade of this just because I love it so much. But yeah, this is just a nude tinted lip balm, like it says. I love this because it is the perfect amount of pigmentation and a moisturizing lip balm. I really like the way this feels on my lips. It's super soft and velvety. I really don't even know how they got this formula to be what it is, but I'm super happy that they did because I love it. It's perfect. I wanted to mention the replica perfume sets because I picked one up in the last VIB sale as well, and I've been loving it. I will insert a picture of it because I don't have it and it's like full what it originally looked like when I bought it, because I ended up transferring mine to little perfume bottles like this that I can actually use to like spray instead of just doing like the dropper thing. I'll link these little perfume bottles down below as well. They're just from Amazon, and I even put the little replica stickers on there as well so I could remember which scent was which. These scents are so modern and mature, but yet they smell really good. They're not like too mature, like old lady-ish. They're called things like Sailing Day, By the Fireplace, Beach Walk. Like their scents just have an ability to like take you to a certain place, but I really genuinely like every single one of them. There's not one that I bought in the set that I didn't like. This one is Beach Walk, and I can tell I'm going to be using this a lot more in the summertime now that we are kind of approaching spring and summer. It just smells so nice and refreshing. They just make you feel good. Like, I don't know, you're just like feeling sophisticated as soon as you put it on. But yeah, highly recommend that. If you want to, you can buy the little perfume bottles and transfer them super easily. All right, so those are all of the recommendations that I planned on including in today's video. So now let's get into the products that I don't recommend. And obviously, you guys, with the products that I don't recommend, honestly, I'm just doing this to kind of make the video a little bit fun. On YouTube, we talk about, oh, I love this, buy this, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, there are things that don't work out for each person, and I just thought it would be fun to include the things that unfortunately just didn't work out for me. With that being said, you might love some of these products, and that's okay. You know, different things work for different people. So number one is the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner. I know everyone is obsessed with Olaplex, and I get it. I do really like I think it's the number 3 bonding mask or something like that. I really do like that mask, but my hairdresser and I were talking. So I had a lot of scalp issues the past couple years, especially during the winter time, where I get like eczema on my scalp or just like build up on my scalp, and we just weren't sure where it was coming from, and we're still not really sure, but definitely certain products intensify it. And we found that the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner for me was just way too thick. It was just too much. It was too heavy on my hair and my scalp, and it caused a lot of buildup on my scalp. And I've heard from multiple other people that they found it was just like really heavy on their hair as well. So if you're the kind of person where your hair gets like easily weighed down, or if you have any like sensitive scalp issues, I would probably stay away from that combination. Next up is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. And I know I'm gonna get some pushback on this because I know this is such a widely loved foundation, but I just cannot for the life of me get into it. I don't know what it is. It just simply does not work for me. This is the original Born This Way. I've also tried the Born This Way matte foundation, and I honestly think the biggest thing for me is finding my shade. I cannot for the life of me find my shade. I will think it's my shade, I'll put it on, and then like 2 hours later I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, dang girl, you look orange. Like, what is going on? Like, it just oxidizes weird. I don't know if it's just the combination of the formula on my particular skin type, but it just simply does not work. And honestly, I'm just kind of done trying to find my shade. If it really is just about a shade, I just feel like it shouldn't be that hard. All right, next up, we have to talk about a couple rare beauty products. I know, another controversial thing because I feel like everyone raved about this brand when it came out. For me, I just was not a big fan of the liquid blushes, and I know that everyone raved about these, but I don't know if it's just my skin type like I was mentioning, or if I'm just not used, if I just don't like liquid blushes in general, and that very well could be it because I'm not usually a liquid product kind of person. I just find that these are way too pigmented for me to work with in a timely manner. Once again, I know that's probably mostly experience. I just don't have a lot of experience working with them. So if you have any tips, I'm definitely willing to hear them because obviously I still have 2 of them. The formula to me is like nothing special. It's like the same as any other liquid blush I've tried and I just don't really like it. And then another rare beauty product is the Thankful Dewy Lip Balm. And this is kind of like I was saying, like I love the NARS tinted lip balm, but this one is one that I tried that I did not like at all. The texture of this is just super weird. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It's too slippery or something. I feel like it would be the lip balm that I would look in the mirror a couple hours later and it would be like way up here because it's just like too oily or something. Here's the swatch of it, and at like first glance it looks really pretty, but it also, another complaint I have with it other than like the slipperiness of it is the taste. Like it literally tastes like sunscreen or like something really weird, and I just couldn't deal with it. And I also tried the Rare Beauty Lip Souffle and I wasn't really a fan of that either. It was kind of like supposed to be a velvety sort of lip product. It was not long lasting at all. It disappeared from my lips in a couple hours. Again, the taste was horrible for me. So yeah, I was super sad, and I never talked about these products because I just didn't care for them. I have purchased one of the Rare Beauty cream blushes and I do like that a lot better, and I do like the Rare Beauty concealer. So once again, it's not about a brand thing, it's just like these particular products like did not work for me. And then the last product on my do not buy list is the Anastasia brow gel. For some reason, this brow gel just left my really dark brown brows with a gray tint to them, and one of my friends who has blonde hair said that it did the same for her. So at first I just thought it was my hair color. Maybe it's just dark brown hair just doesn't take the clear gel very nicely. It just kind of has like a gray tint to it. But when she told me that, I was like, maybe it's just the product. Like, I don't know what it is, but I've heard that from a couple different people. I just like the Benefit brow gel way more. And I actually just picked up an Urban Decay brow gel because they were out of the Benefit at my local Sephora. Hopefully I will not get the same results as the Anastasia one, but we will see. All right, and lastly, let's just run through a few of my wish list items. I have a very long wish list, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just going to run through a couple of them that are like super like top priority for me. Number 1 is the Isle of Paradise self-tanning body butter. I don't know why, I've seen this everywhere lately. I swear, like every blogger is talking about it. I've just seen it everywhere, and it was on my wish list before I even saw anyone talking about it, just because I love Isle of Paradise. I think that they do tanning products really well, and it's supposed to be like a really hydrating body butter, which we've talked about my skin being super dry lately, so that is like perfect. And I was just really interested in trying like a high-end self-tanning lotion. Another like body cream sort of product I want to try is the Sol de Janeiro Balm Dia Bright body cream. I feel like I never pronounce any of their stuff right, but this looks really, really nice. You guys probably know I am a huge Sol de Janeiro fan. Literally, they can do no wrong in my eyes. I love their Bum Bum cream. I talk about it all the time. I've turned my friends onto it. Everyone in my life knows about the Brazilian Crush spray and the Bum Bum cream. It is just amazing. And so any product that they come out with, I usually have to at least just try it. I really thought this one was interesting too, because a big like marketing point of this product is that it is supposed to improve your skin's texture. And like on the backs of my arms and stuff, I do have like, it's not visible, but like to me, like when you feel them, they're just like a little bit textured, and I don't know why. So I was like, if I could use a body cream that was going to improve the texture of like my arms and stuff like that, then that would be awesome. Like I mentioned earlier, I do want to try a couple of the Patrick Ta products. He has a cream and powder duo of like a contour situation. So it's like a contour cream and a contour powder. And then he also has the same thing with blushes. So like a cream blush, powder blush duo. And I feel like that would be so up my alley. Like I said, I've been trying to dabble more into cream products lately. I have been trying trying a bunch of cream bronzers and cream blushes. This one though, I loved that it has the cream and the powder both, because for me, I like my matte finish. So to apply the cream blush and then to be able to apply like the same shade of a powder over top just to kind of set it in place is like so up my alley. A huge purchase that I really think I'm gonna take the plunge on, you guys, is the Dyson Airwrap. I know it is like so outrageously expensive, and it's like you don't know if it's gonna be worth it until you get it, and it's so frustrating because you're like I feel like you go back and forth, but I think I'm gonna try it out. I was so nervous for so long because I have such long hair that I was like, I don't think my hair would fit on that little barrel, but then I noticed they have a long barrel attachment, so I could definitely get the long barrel attachment, but I'm also going to chop my hair off here in about a week, which is crazy. I mean, unless I chicken out, but as of right now, the plan is to chop my hair off to like about here. So I feel like with my shorter hair, that is going to be a game changer. So I'm really thinking I'm gonna take the plunge, even though I hate myself for it, but I do think it'll eventually be a good investment. I also wanted to try out a couple different eyebrow gels, and not just like a clear brow gel, but the tinted ones. So I've tried the Gimme Brow from Benefit, and honestly, I'm just not a big fan of it. I think it's too dry for me. Like, I get that it's a really good product just for an everyday, like bam, 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 if you don't have a lot of color to your brows, but I have my eyebrows microbladed actually. I don't really need a lot of color. I just need something that's going to structure my natural hairs. So I'm thinking of trying the Anastasia Brow Freeze. I'm not sure how that'll go with my microbladed brows because I still fill in my eyebrows like every single day. Like, these are totally filled in. The microblading just kind of gave me more of a shape than anything. It didn't really give me like hair-like strokes. The ones that I was looking at is the Kosas. I hope I'm saying that right. And the Say. I'll put the pictures up right here. I've never tried either of these brands before, so I'm honestly not sure even how to pronounce them or what to expect at all. So, but I love that. I love trying new brands. So those are the two that I'm eyeing right now. I also was interested in trying the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. I'm a foundation junkie. I like trying new foundations, even though I usually always fall back to my Urban Decay, but I still wanted to try the new NARS one. I've heard that it is a really full coverage foundation. I love a good matte finish, and the soft matte is intriguing with my dry skin because it sounds like it's not going to be like as thick and heavy as like a traditional matte foundation. And then the last thing I have on my list to share with you guys is the Huda Beauty chocolate palette. I just thought out of all the eyeshadow palettes that I might try, I thought that one looked nice. It's just a traditional neutral palette, but more of like the dark smoky traditional neutrals, like the dark chocolate browns and the really pretty like champagne sort of shimmers. So I thought that looked really beautiful. I've also really been wanting to try, I think it's the Naked Wild West palette or something like that. That has a lot of green shades in there as well, and I love the way green looks with my brown eyes. So that is a palette I might end up picking up as well, but we will see. I have to finalize my cart and see what I actually end up picking up. That is everything, you guys. That is all of my recommendations, everything I don't want you to buy and everything that I want to buy. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it wasn't too long, but hopefully it was helpful. If anything, let me know what you guys plan on picking up from Sephora down below, or what your holy grail products are. I genuinely love to talk to you guys about makeup because it is just so subjective, you know? Like, it's just, everyone likes different things, and it's just fun to see what works for different people. So definitely let me know your favorites down below, or what you're planning on picking up, and we can chat a little bit down there. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and if you are not already subscribed, I would love to have you. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will talk to you very soon in my next video. Bye, you guys.